reimbursing these Medicare Advantage plan providers by about 2.4% in the upcoming year, as in 2027, increasing their reimbursement rates by about 2.4%. Well, here's the problem with all that. And again, by the way, a couple months ago when that information came across the wire, I did have a dedicated video or two talking about that, so I'm not going to recover that here in this video. But the point being is this. When these plan providers are reimbursed by the federal government less than what it actually costs them to administer these programs, guess what they do? Well, they start eliminating a lot of the programs, as in they start cutting programs. They completely eliminate coverage from different states or counties or different regions or localities around the country. So they start eliminating plans. They start also reducing different advantages within these plans. For example, again, not every plan has these, but I'm just going to rattle off some different things that are common within Medicare Advantage plans. For example, gym memberships, right? That's something. Maybe quarterly over-the-counter allowances, that. Maybe hearing, dental, and vision coverages. And again, I know that all the plans out there maybe don't have all these things, but I'm just throwing out there some of them that are highlighted a lot of the times in Medicare Advantage plans. Maybe a monthly or quarterly food allowance. These different options that are out there that are a lot of times offered with Medicare Advantage plans, because these large providers that are offering these plans may not be getting the proper reimbursements that they need from the federal government to continue these plans going. They have a few options. Number one, completely eliminate the plan, the respective plan. Another option could be reducing some of these services. So maybe they still offer hearing, dental, and vision. For example, maybe, this year, maybe they offered, say, $1,200 toward dental. Maybe next year they offer $1,000 or $800. Maybe they offer a quarterly OTC allowance of, say, $75, and maybe they reduce it to $50 or whatever. Again, I'm just making up some examples, but these are some of the different things that we could see happen because of the CMS reimbursements, again, coming in at about 2.4% is what they're projecting for the upcoming year. And again, some of these large providers are suggesting, okay, well, if that's what you're going to do, then we may not be able to offer these same services. Now, the problem with this is, over the last couple years or so, and again, I've highlighted this over the last, call it 2 years, give or take a little bit here, I've had multiple videos out saying, look, these plans are being cut. They're eliminating plans. They're eliminating regions. They're eliminating counties. They're basically restricting access across the country because, remember, these plans, these Medicare Advantage plans offered by these large insurance companies, these private insurance providers, they're not nonprofit. I mean, they're not charities, right? They are definitely a for-profit entity. So because of that, they, if they're not finding profitability within a respective area, region, county, state, region around the country, whatever it happens to be, then what they do is that they eliminate plans in that specific area, or maybe some of the plans offered. Now, the bad part about this is that the beneficiaries that rely on these may have less access to the plan that they actually need, because if a bunch of providers pull out of a certain area because they don't find that to be profitable anymore, or whatever the situation is, well, then the beneficiaries in that area have very minimal or slim pickings from the different plan options that are available in their respective area. Or in some instances, maybe they don't have any more Medicare Advantage plan options. So then maybe they would have to take a original Medicare, or transition back to original Medicare versus Medicare Advantage, if that kind of makes sense, right? So anyway, obviously we don't know what's going to happen as far as these different plans and what they finally decide as far as the reimbursements, but point is, as we approach the end of the year, which is still a long time from right now, and to being fair with you, it's still a long time from right now as I film this video, but as we approach, say, like October time, when we start to get near the annual enrollment time frame, we will get a lot more clarity on this. And obviously, we'll know a lot more details on what these plan providers are going to do. And then obviously, once we get into October, we can, and the annual enrollment period opens up like that, we can see all the different plans and availability and optionality that is out there for the beneficiaries. All right, anyway, just want to bring you up to speed as far as what's going on.